What a way to start 2020, with the win, with this great win, with Mikel Arteta's first win. I know I haven't been uploading. I know I've been gone for a while, but, I'm back now. It's comeback season. I'm going to be trying to do my best with this channel. I left it for a while because, I don't know, maybe I wasn't seeing the results I wanted. Maybe I didn't have the time to do it, but I'm going to try to do it as best as I can. I'm not going to make any promises, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about this game because this meant a lot, I've said it before, I'm an Arsenal fan as well as a Barcelona fan. Maybe you can't do that. Maybe you have to be only one fan, but I don't know. I was in college, and when I was there, I saw someone named Alexis Sanchez, and this dude made me become an Arsenal fan. And I liked all the philosophy. I liked everything about it, about them always promoting the academy players before anything else, of them always having tiki-taka type of style. And they just had like the right mindset, the right type of play, attacking football, the stuff that I like. It's not to the best extent, and for this first part of the season, it was nowhere to be found. But Mikel got hired. I didn't speak on any of this because I was on vacation while this was happening. And I know it's his third game, but man, what an impact he's been having on the team. Like, I knew there was just these few little tweaks that you had to make to this team, to this Arsenal team, for them to actually be, for them to actually be contenders for top four, And I knew what they needed to do. But I didn't say anything, or I didn't make a video because during that time I wasn't making any. But Mikel Arteta did that and so much more. And I mean, all you got to do is just applaud the man. And a lot of people will question, like, if he was the right manager, if he was the right man for the job, if we were just playing around like the manager before, Lumberg, I think was his name, and so on, where it was somebody from the team, someone from before, and people were just saying whatever, commentators were saying that it wasn't the right thing. And like, some of the commentators, Ian Wright was happy with this result. A lot of people were happy. A lot of people were it just gave them that happiness that they haven't had in a long time. And we can see that in some of the players, some of the old players. Cesc Fabregas said that this is the best Arsenal game he's seen in a really long time, and that he really enjoyed it. And I did as well. That first half was amazing. It was like such a little masterclass. And then you see the manager as well, Mikel Arteta, said that it was a great start for the year and that they should keep improving together. And then all the little hashtags, the 2-0, whatever, I mean, he deserved it. He put that team to play the style of football that everyone wants to see and that everybody expects them to play. And just having all these other players that were doing all these things, having them just benefit from what they were showing or what they were doing, it was amazing, because I didn't think they could actually be this good. But what I saw in that first half, that goal from Nicolas Pepe, great goal. It was good to see, I mean, I knew he was skillful. We've seen it throughout the season where he would get nutmegs and take players one-on-one. And I think he was like the first one to take on Van Dijk and actually beat him. But, I mean, there's a lot of quality in the team. It's just like I felt like there wasn't a vision, and there wasn't a visionary or someone that the players actually respected for them to give them guidance through these tough circumstances. And Mikel Arteta's been there. He's done that. He's been a player. He's been with like the best team in England for like the past 2 years. He's been under Pep Guardiola, which is one of the best managers of this decade, I'm pretty sure, and at the start of the last one. And I mean, if he can just steer the boat, I mean, I'm not gonna say only at the wheel, but like Mikel at the wheel, if he can just do what he has to do. And in my opinion, like, I don't expect great things. I'm pretty sure like the Manchester United people or fan base, they expected a lot from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which they didn't get anything of that. And it seems to beg the question, is he ever going to get fired? Is he going to continue? Like, what like I always thought of Manchester United as taking one step forward where they beat a big rival, or they play a really great game, and then two match weeks later, or a week later, they lose to some low level team. I'm not gonna say Arsenal's a low level team, but through the way we were playing and the way Man United was playing, supposedly Man United came into this game way better than we did, because we just came off a loss. I think Man United just beat, I have no idea who they beat before, but they were picking up form, and they were the team that they surprised. What was it, Tottenham? With, even though Jose Mourinho was there and all this stuff, but it didn't seem to happen. It didn't happen for them. And like, I don't know what they have to do. They have to probably have all these certain circumstances, all these certain changes in their club just for them to get back on top, because I don't know, there's a lot of problems there, and there is some quality players there, but there needs to be that midfield. They need to rejuvenate that midfield, especially because they're being played out of the park. And just the team in general, the Arsenal team, I was really impressed. I was glad how they were playing. It was pass first. It was like little tiki-taka. Some of the passes weren't great. Manchester United is more of a counter attack team. And they did get more chances that way. And they did look more threatening at times with the dispossessions or the bad passing that Arsenal did, but it was more because they passed bad instead of Manchester United being a better team, and it looked great, it was good. It was a good thing to see. It looked like Liverpool, not to that extent, but to where like we were actually dominating an opponent how we never thought that how we could actually dominate them, And I never thought that would happen. I knew that we had a quality team, but I didn't think that we were gonna be that dominant. And I like I said before, I was on vacation. I didn't get to really see a lot of the games, and a lot of people were saying that Mikel Arteta has changed his team in a matter of like just a few games, But like I said, he hasn't had that much time with the team. He has just had a few training sessions and all these little tweaks that he could do to the team and to instill the vision that he wants them to play under. But we can't disregard what he's been learning himself. Like, he's a player. He understands the players. He can understand their motives and all these things. And he knows everything because he played for this team as well. He knows what this team represents. He knows what the shirt represents. He's one of the best choices we could probably make. I'm not going to say I'm totally on board with him, because I know there was all these managers. People were saying Pochettino. They were saying Ancelotti before he went to Everton. They were saying all these type of managers that we could have chose from, and we haven't, Even Mourinho. But I knew that Mourinho would never be a good choice because he doesn't play the same type of football. He doesn't play attacking football. So it just would have been a step in the wrong direction, and he would have destroyed the club within like 3 years. And the way things are going now, like, we would have probably been relegated or something like that, or fighting for relegation with Jose Mourinho. So that's why I didn't want him to come. But this guy, Mikel Arteta, he's been dominant. He made Ozil play amazingly. And like, I haven't seen Ozil play like that since like his Real Madrid days, but like the real OG days. And it was amazing, He was one of the players that mostly ran or covered the most distance in the whole game. And it was exciting to see these four play together. That's what the fans been wanting for like the longest time. And Pepe played good. All the players played good to the furthest extent, And I'm really proud of them. I hope for the best these next few games that they have. I hope that we can beat the opponents that we have to beat. These all the teams that are in the lower half. Not like, I don't know, all the bottom 10. We should be beating them easily. Not easily, but like we should be winning. Maybe even tying some if they're away. But we gotta be winning, is what I'm saying. Like, we can have bad games. We can have trouble playing against Chelsea, or like I guess you could say Man United, Manchester City, Liverpool, all the top teams. The top six, basically, even Leicester, because they're a top team right now, in my opinion, for like how they're playing and where they are in the table. But everybody else, they should not be out passing us. They should not be out shooting us. They should not be beating us in our backyard, because it just shouldn't be that way. We're a top team. We have top investment. We have great business partners, and we have a lot of future in our ranks with all these young players that we have, and we should be using that to the full extent. And I feel like Mikel Arteta is going to do that, because he comes from a brand of football with Pep Guardiola where they were promoting all the young players, and they were promoting this pass first mentality where you get the ball and you already know what to do with it. Basically, where like here you can see in the training sessions where he's telling them, you get the pass and you pass it. You don't even think about it. You get the pass, you already know where you're going to pass it to next. And that's just the quick football that we need. It's these little training sessions, these little things that these players go through in the training ground is where it's going to make the biggest impact on the field. Because I feel like they didn't have this, or they didn't respect Unai Emery, or they didn't respect Arsene Wenger anymore, because maybe his tactics weren't up to date. Maybe he wasn't the modern manager that they need. But for some reason, the players are listening to him, and they are following the game plan, and the game plan is being displayed on the field perfectly. I know they had some type of fatigue and stamina problems during the final minutes of this last game against Man United, but I mean, it's something to fix. Stamina is something that you can get better at, but a style of play, having a format, having tactics, having all this structure in a team, not anybody's going to give you that, and not any manager is going to give you that either. I say back him because I actually see something to like what he's shown me in just this game. I see that there's like a game plan, there's a substance, there's a business plan, there's something there, there's something positive, there's something you can take out of. I'm not going to say that he's going to be like Arsene Wenger, where he's going to stay there for 20 plus years and just build a legacy there. But if he can, he should, he should be that man, because he played under him. He knows what this club means. And, I think with due time, we'll see what Mikel Arteta is made out of. Arsene Wenger built his legacy in Arsenal Football Club. Now he's in FIFA, I don't know, as some ambassador type thing position. And he deserves it. He put his best extent forward. He built his brand at Arsenal, and he won a lot of trophies there as well. I feel like what we should be playing for, or what we should be getting at this year, is maybe the Europa League if we don't get the top four especially. But the Europa League should be a priority, because we were so close last season and we finished so badly, losing to Chelsea 4-1. And I feel with him, we might have that chance. We might have that little stroke. I know there's some quality teams that came from the Champions League and they look like contenders, but I feel like we should put the emphasis there, where there's teams that we can't beat. We'll see if we can beat them. If not, we shouldn't. I don't know. I feel like the emphasis should be put on the Europa League, because if we win that, we got that ticket into the Champions League. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope y'all keep on watching, and I hope y'all subscribe to the channel.